So group coaching, how to develop group coaching programs, and MML hybrid model. So these 3 pointers is what I'm going to cover. So first is the group coaching. Okay, fine. So 99% of the coaching in the world is individual coaching, one-to-one coaching. That is the pattern of the coaching. Intense conversation between coach and coaching. At the same time, group coaching also is possible. There is a thin line between the training and group coaching. When means just I am putting things simply, not accurately or not perfectly, but simply for understanding. When the trainer utilizes coaching psychology, that can be a group coaching program. Wherein the trainer follows the coaching process, trainer follows the coaching psychology and deals with a group. It can be the group coaching program. And there is a reason why this particular group coaching program you need to understand, and that I will cover subsequently. So what is group coaching? Group coaching utilizes collective wisdom of the group. For example, right now you were discussing in the main room. Every one of you came with some fantastic pointers, which otherwise I'm not in a position to deliver those particular pointers. When Leela was saying that she is being critical, Bala came up with a right point that you can consider that as a strength and utilizes that particular strength positively, because being critical means going into the details, analyzing. So that itself is a strength. So how to utilize that in a positive way is what we have to think of. Fantastic point. Deepak talk about Ubuntu, Hakuna Matata. Like that, everyone came up with their points. Prasad was talking about the comparison between the 3 levels of life to the Panchakosha, right? So the group already has a wisdom. It is not the job of the coach to say impart wisdom. Wisdom is already there. So in a group coaching, coach utilizes collective wisdom. And in my opinion, group coaching means, again, this is my personal opinion, don't quote me. In my personal opinion, group coaching is more effective than personal coaching. Because in a personal coaching, evoking awareness comes from your own limited mind, where awareness is getting evoked in your mind. You already have your own biases, right? With those biases, you are in a position to evoke awareness. But consider that you are in a group, everyone is evoking their awareness and come up with the ideas. As a participant of the group, the awareness what you will have will be multiple times than an awareness in an individual coaching. Why? Because the group coaching topic is common. Because the topic is common, the discussion of the group can create much more awareness than in individual coaching. So the group coaching has a shared purpose. For example, you were discussing on a positive psychology. You were not discussing right now on a very personalized problem. You were not discussing, no. So basically, I had this particular habit, personal habit. No. The discussion was not on that. The discussion was not micro. The discussion was macro. So the group coaching is suitable for macro purpose, shared purpose. Of course, it is process driven. In a group coaching also, you follow first connection with the group, then outcome finalization with a group, that is as a group, what is that we are going to discuss and all that. Then evoking awareness at a group level, at an individual as well as at a group level. Everyone shares their ideas and evoke awareness. And then action plan. again the individual level as well as the group level action plan and the group level commitment of the progress monitoring. So it is, of course, a process driven, but it is a broad outcome driven. It is not very personalized. Where individual coaching scores in a very micro level personalization. I have this specific problem. Now, for that, you go for the individual coaching. But generally, see, everyone naturally thinks that my own problem is very big and oh my God, very personalized, and only on this particular earth, God had chosen only me to torture. This is our belief. But it is not the case. 90% plus problems of the humanity are common. Only our perception towards that particular problem or the understanding differs. Problems are common. You will have relationship problem. You will have some kind of career growth related problem, career change related problem, self-actualization related problem. Like that, there are in short 10 domains. In my master degree program with the University of Mumbai, we have this life common problems and there are 10. These 10 problems cover more than 90% of the problems of humanity. So, group coaching program with a broad outcome driven, right, at a macro level problem or goal can give great insights to the individual players within the group. The beauty of the group coaching is you utilize the conflict within the group as a growth driver. That is varied perceptions and opinions. Right now, this particular group was very cordial. You were supporting each other. Because this was a positive psychology and you said, oh my God, in a positive psychology, I can't fight, right? In a normal group, there will be fight. There will be conflict. That is how the group will grow. Group will not grow because of there is a consensus and everybody is thinking same. When there are difference of opinion, that is how we learn and grow. And there is an opportunity for a coach to convert group into a team. What is the difference between a group and team? In a group, there are individuals. The group is collection of individuals. They have the shared purpose, but their individual goals are different. In a team, there is a team goal. There is no individual goal. There is a team goal. So the team has more cohesion as far as goal orientation is concerned. Right? So a coach can turn group into a team. Of course, at an organizational level. For example, there is a cross-functional team at any organization. There are people from operations, marketing, finance, and all that. They have their individual goals, right? So the operations will have the individual goals of the productivity, marketing has the individual goals of the less cost or say prompt deliveries. Finance will have again the goals of the profitability. So now how at an organizational level, you create this CFT at a team level, wherein there is a common organizational goal of sustained growth and profitability. So that is the value addition a coach can do by converting a group into team. So this is really a group coaching. What is not a group coaching? The coach is wise and coach is imparting wisdom. Coach is training. That is not a group coaching. Group coaching is necessarily when coach utilizes collective wisdom. Group coaching is not when you discuss individual specific goals. Then you have to go for the individual coaching. Group coaching means there is a shared purpose. Why? Because if you go to the micro level, individual level, then other group members will also have that particular desire, and then you can't discuss on a shared purpose. Right? So you cannot discuss the individual specific goals, but you can discuss on a common larger goal or larger purpose. Group coaching is not a training program. It is not the trainer talking a lot and imparting training like what I'm doing. When I deliver the session, I am a trainer, I am not a coach. So it is not a training program, it is a coaching program. Coaching program means same 80-20 rule will apply. It can be individual outcome driven. in a hybrid coaching model, which I will explain you later. It is not the group thing. Group thing means, okay, people are going for the majority or the consensus very easily without challenging each other. Then you are not harnessing the power of the group. A coach, a group coach can harness the power of group with a positive conflict, with the difference of opinion, with varied ideas. That is how the awareness will get evoked. Without challenge, awareness is not going to get evoked. So it is not a group thing. And what is group thing? There is article in the coach study guide. Group coaching is not working as a cluster of individuals. Actually, the group is a cluster of individuals, sir. The definition of the group. But the group coaching is a little bit more than the cluster of individuals, because there is a common shared purpose and coach utilizes that wisdom of the group to evoke awareness at a higher level. So this is what the group coaching is, and this is what not group coaching is. So the group coaching is a very higher version of a training. Why I am comparing the group coaching with the training? Because it is one-to-many, right? The training is generally one-to-many and coaching is generally one-to-one. So this is I'm just simplifying the things. So in a one-to-many, people assume that it is a training, but when you utilize the group, when you utilize the coaching psychology and coaching process in the one-to-many setup, it can be a group coaching. But there are a variety of the other things in the group coaching. What are the models and the design guidelines of a group coaching program? If now you are a coach, you can have 3 kinds of coaching packages. One is individual coaching, which is very simple. And in the M6, I'm going to guide you on how you will price your packages and all that, right? It should never be the hour-wise and all that. So I will guide you on that. That session I'm going to take. So there can be the individual coaching package or your service offering. There can be the group coaching package, and there can be the hybrid coaching package, which is a combination of individual coaching and the group coaching. So right now we will talk about the second package, which is group coaching. So you are designing a group coaching program, one-to-many. What are the models and the design guidelines? So there are 3 types of models of a group coaching. And generally, people go in a gradual mode. First, you go for a cohort model. That is, you design a cohort of say 5 to 10 people and you coach them. A small cohort model. Generally, people start the group coaching with this model only. This is called as a mastermind format. Instead of individual coaching, it is a group coaching. There are multiple people in the group and you utilize their shared wisdom is the cohort model. When you little bit develop yourself and your organization for the coaching, you can go to the next level, which is called as program model. What you will do? You will design one group coaching program, a standard format. The outcome of that can be relationship development or some kind of specific outcome, or leadership development, emotional intelligence development, and you package that as a program. The program will have defined start and end dates. The cohort model will not have that. Why? Because it is flexible. So when you are ready with the cohort, you will start the group coaching and then you will end it at an appropriate point in time. The program model is like the Master My Life GCCP calendar. It will start at the defined date, it will end at a defined date, it will have a proper calendar, and you will market that in advance, and then accordingly people will join you. In a cohort model, you will not market the calendar, you will first collect the cohort, you will promote your idea, and depending upon the creation of the cohort, you will start. Program model is a very structured model. In a program model, Generally, the way Master My Life is doing with you in GCCP, there will be guidelines and program configuration document, coach study guide, like that the notes will be provided so that you can utilize the time for the coaching and not for the training. So the training kind of part will be covered in the provided material. So the program model will come up with this kind of preparation of the material, so that the focus will be on more interactions and evoking awareness. So this is the program model. Of course, nowadays we are talking about the online format, but it can be the offline format as well. But I'm very sure that the 80% of the business in future will be always now online, because people have now developed that particular mindset of the online training and coaching. So after the cohort model, once you get confidence into the cohort model, you can design your own group coaching program. And the highest level of the group coaching program model is membership format. You will have multiple programs. So now Master My Life is going to go to that particular level. Right now, Master My Life also is not in a membership model. Now we will go to a membership model in next less than 1 year time, wherein a person can take membership to the Master My Life. And all the programs of the Master My Life throughout the year will be available to that particular person in stages. That is the first is the foundational, then is the advanced program. Of course, the person has to go gradually. But what is the capacity of that particular person? That particular person will keep learning throughout the year, and the annual membership will be given by that particular person. So the membership model has the highest commercial potential. Depending upon the members, right? Step by step, the members will increase and you will get annual fixed income. In the cohort and program model, there is no guarantee of the fixed income. But in membership model, depending upon the number of members, you are going to get fixed revenue or increase in revenue year on year. Right. But for that, you need to have the multiple programs. You cannot have the membership model only for a single program, because it is a common sense that a single program will have a single fee, people will pay it and finish. Right. But if you have the multiple programs, then people don't have to pay multiple program fees to you. They will just pay the fixed membership, which is win-win. For you, it is a fixed annual income. And for a member, in that fixed membership fee, member can go for the multiple programs. So the membership program has the highest commercial potential. What is the hybrid model? Hybrid model is the future of coaching. This is my statement. This has not come in any research. This is not what ICF is saying, but this is my personal opinion I am sharing. Hybrid model is the future of coaching. And I will explain you what is that particular hybrid model as well in some time. So how to design a group coaching program? Now you know. That is, yes, as a coach, as a certified coach, GCCP alumni, you are in a position to develop group coaching programs. What should be your mindset, thought process, and the design consideration to develop a group coaching program? First, before even publishing the program, you involve potential group members in the design stage of the program. For example, Master My Life is going to launch Life Wisdom program in the month of July. Okay, it can happen, say, July or August or September maximum. 2 months tolerance is there, but the target is, say, July 2023. I have already created a cross-functional team of 16 members. I am the 17th member of the team. And we are already discussing on the curriculum of the program, delivery of the program, outcomes of the program, how to make it more effective. Out of these 16 members, 12 members will be in the pilot batch. In a pilot batch, again, we will improvise the program. So I am involving the potential clients at the design stage itself, because it is not the program to be designed for Hemant Lavangare. Hemant Lavangare is designing program for the target client. So when I create a cross-functional team of my target clients, my program gets designed and customized for my target client profile. That is what first step in the group coaching program. And of course, it's a common sense. You have to leverage the life experience and expertise of the people. Means if in that CFT, Only I will talk and only I will explain, boss, this is my concept and I am the master designer, right? I am a great fellow. People will say, okay, fine, you are great. We will listen to you. No, I am not doing that. I am quietly listening. I am talking only 5% of the time. And I am then reflecting during the session after the CFT meeting, and then I am continuously improvising my program. So leverage the life experience, expertise of the members. Align the group the broad outcomes, because the group coaching program has to be the broad outcome driven. What is that broad outcome? That also you finalize aligned with your target. I'm not saying every time it is possible. I'm saying initially, when you will come up with your first group coaching program design, you have to utilize it. Because you will not be fortunate every time that your target clients will help you and every time you will do it. But to start with, you do it and then you develop those skills based on the experience of your first design and development of the first group coaching program. You co-create the each session agenda and exercises. Don't come up with the fixed exercises. Okay, this is the activity. Breakout room means this only. Breakout room, there will be only 2 breakout rooms and all that. No. Discuss, okay, what is the effective way of delivery? What do you think should be the activity during the session? Like that, you take insights from the potential clients. Of course, for which you require connects, and you see, right now I'm in a position to do it because we have the clientele base. I have students, right? I have alumni who are interested in a life wisdom like program. So it is possible for you also, it is possible. Okay, might be little bit more difficult than mastermind life if you are not into the coaching business, right? When you are a fresher, it will depend. But is it possible? Answer is yes. You do have the contacts which you can utilize in developing the group coaching program. In a group coaching program, of course, you have to create a safe learning environment, right? So the people should not have this particular, say, feeling that is okay, if they say something, people will judge them. So you will create. So as a coach, as a wise human being, what will be your involvement? You will see that the culture during the CFT discussions and the group coaching will be very open culture wherein no one is judging themselves and people are vulnerable. When the people are vulnerable, then they talk openly. So basically, the idea of the group coaching is create opportunities to evoke awareness at an individual as well as at a group level. So whatever is your thought process, the way you will deal with the people, what is the objective? How can I evoke awareness at an individual as well as at a group level so that everyone in the group will benefit? That is the objective in the group coaching program. Evoking awareness at a group level, which otherwise is limited at an individual level. That is the real objective of a group coaching program. Of course, like in an individual coaching, you ask coachee, that is okay, what is your learning from the session? Same way has to happen in the group coaching program, every member. So this is the reason the group coaching program size is limited. You cannot have a size of 100 people. Then it is 100% not a group coaching program. Group coaching program means it is a limited quantum, approximately 10 plus minus 2 here and there. So this is the limit of the group coaching program, wherein everyone will share their learnings at the end of every session of the program. Group coaching program generally requires some kind of material which you will give, like I give you the coach study guide. And there has to be some kind of delivery platform like this, right? So that we can interact in a group. There has to be the communication platform, whether it is a WhatsApp or Google email group, right? Or Trello, but you need to engage the group at a group level. So you must have a communication platform. So this is how, these are the guidelines to think and develop the group coaching program. So let us see more from this video. How to develop group coaching programs? Because the coaching fundamentally
is one-to-one intense result-oriented conversation, result-oriented, thought-provoking. So when we talk about group coaching, the program design has to be intelligent and you have to follow a defined process. So there are some types of group coaching models. So don't focus on the names and all that, but I will just simply explain you. One model is called as cohort model. So you can take a cohort or you can create a cohort of say 5 to 10 people. And generally this particular cohort is at the start of your career. When you start exploring group coaching, generally you start with a cohort. You get some 5 to 10 people who have a common interest, and then you start coaching them. So the cohort is a separate individual cohort, and that cohort will have a specific purpose. So this is a cohort model. So generally cohort is a model which you must utilize at the start of your journey as a group coach. Once you get expertise into this cohort, how to manage people and how to group coach them and the do's and don'ts and the challenges in the group coaching, then you can move to a program model. So a program model is also a very interesting concept. It is the program has a defined structure, of course, it is called as a program. And the people join the program at any point in time. So the difference between this program and the training program is the training program will start and end at the same time and people can join only at the start, right? At the start of the program, and the program will end. In a group coaching program model, right? So you create a program, means, for example, this particular master class, it's a program model. Why it is a program model? I'm talking about the group coaching. So don't confuse it with the training program. I'm talking about the group coaching program model. Why? Because you can join this particular series at any time. It starts with emotional intelligence. It ends with the group coaching, but you can join either at emotional intelligence or NLP or positive psychology or spiritual intelligence or neuroscience or group coaching. Why? Because it is a round robin program model. So your second stage, once you get experience with the cohort model, is to go for a program model. Why? Because the program model is easy to market. It has less cost to market. Why? Because it is a continuous series, right? So whatever is your branding and marketing expenses get distributed over a longer period. So this is the beauty of a continuous program model. So it is an intelligent model. So don't take it lightly. So once you have a regular series, it becomes more cost effective to manage the regular series, bearing the initial cost. So the initial, there will be more cost, but then management will become cost effective. So this is a program model. In a program model, of course, many people combine it with the pre-recorded material and the online coaching. So right now, what I'm doing is not coaching. Right now, the master class is a training, right? I'm only talking, right? So it's a training model. It is not a group coaching model. I just explain you the concept of the master class is similar to the program model of a group coaching. But in a group coaching, it is a coaching. So I will treat you as a coachee and there will be a totally different kind of conversation, right? Means there will be the outcome of the session and evoking awareness, everything. Right now, don't mistake this as a group coaching. This master class is not a group coaching program. It's a training program, right? But the type, the way the program is designed on a continuous basis is synonymous to the program model of a group coaching. And generally it is online format, and in future also, see, in future 80% of the interventions are going to be online, 80% plus. Coaching online, training online. Now the world is changing. So the COVID is just a start. Of course, in COVID, there is no other option but to go online. But even after the COVID, right? So the trend is going to continue, right? So the means COVID people went to the online. When there will not be any COVID, there will be very slight dip into the online. But again, there will be growth. So during the COVID, right, what was the percentage of the online? In future, on a long-term basis, the percentage of online will be even more. So the future is all about the online format. Once you get expertise into the program model, then you should go for a membership model. In a membership model, you get a consistent membership fee on a monthly basis, quarterly basis, or annual basis. Right? It's a membership fee. In that membership fee, that member can take any of your programs which are part of the membership model. Right? Means, for example, you have 10 programs and you decide that, okay, out of the 10 programs, these 5 programs will be integrated into my membership model. So a member can take any of the programs as per his wish, as per his time flexibility, as per the calendar of this particular 5 programs released by you. This is the most profitable model. This is the most profitable model. So right now I will not go into the detail of this, but if you have some questions on this, that is why it is most profitable model, I will take that questions in a Q&A. So ultimately, you should move from a cohort to program to a membership model. The future of executive business and relationship coaching is a hybrid coaching model. It is the future, and I will brief you on that in some time. So how to design a effective group coaching program?
Right. So now I will go for the hybrid model because the design consideration I have already explained you. So in a hybrid model, it is very simple. That is, you combine benefits of both individual coaching and group coaching. What is the benefit of individual coaching? To go for a very specific individualized problem and goal. What is the benefit of the group coaching? Evoking awareness at a larger level, which may not be possible at an individual level, utilizing the collective wisdom of the group. So there are both the advantage. How to combine this advantage in a hybrid model? You design a program called as a hybrid coaching program, wherein you start the program with an individual discovery session followed by the individual coaching session, wherein you understand the individual problem. Then you go for the group coaching series of sessions, wherein the problem at a larger level will be discussed. Again, at the end of the program, you again go for the individual coaching and relate that larger outcome to the specific outcome what that particular client is looking for. And with this particular combination of the start and end as an individual coaching and in between group coaching, you deliver much better results for the coaching. That is the hybrid model. In a hybrid model, of course, you can have a system like LMS and everything, wherein the person will have the access, the online access to the material and the content and all that, because anyway for the group coaching and the program model and the membership model, you require it. Right. So you can take your coaching venture to the next level by creating a hybrid model along with the online learning ecosystem, wherein people have the access to the wisdom and the knowledge, and they have the benefit of individual coaching as well as group coaching. So this is the future of the coaching. And why this is the future of the coaching? Because this reduces the investment for the coaching. Individual coaching is one of the most expensive interventions. So you are targeting a small percentage of population with individual coaching. You cannot target masses for individual coaching. When you go to the group coaching, now you can target masses because it is a group coaching. In case of hybrid coaching, right, you can target a sizable quality market. So the market size of the hybrid coaching is in between individual coaching and the group coaching, but it is a sizable target market size. It is a profitable target market size if you develop hybrid coaching programs. So with this, now questions on group coaching programs and any question you are having. So this is the advanced content. This is the content what I deliver at module 6, which I have delivered today. I have taken that particular liberty considering maturity level of this particular group. If you have to be a successful coach, you need to be involved into the group coaching and preferably into the hybrid coaching. Questions, reflections.
Hemant sir, how does the hours get calculated when you do group coaching?
So aligned with the individual coaching. So for example, there are 10 people into the group coaching program and you coach them, you take a session of the 2 hours, it is considered as 2 hours. Not 2 into 10, 20. 2 hours.
Okay.
I just need some clarity on my thought here.
Yeah.
So if we are talking about group coaching, that means the audience need to be homogeneous, right? Because it's a shared purpose that we are talking about. So how can we have, like, I'm slightly not very clear about the hybrid model. So you need to get everybody from who have the shared vision or the looking for the shared, common outcome.
I will give you one example and then you further ask me question. For example, you develop a group coaching or a hybrid coaching program for couples coaching or the marital coaching. And there is a great amount of market for it, right? Majority of the couples are having differences. They may not have the divorce-like situation, but they are not living like friends or lovebirds, right? They have some issues. So there is a good market for the couples level relationship coaching and you develop a hybrid program for that. What you will do it, for example, you market that particular program, brand that particular program, and there will be inquiries. And finally, for example, there is a group of 10 who are looking for the marital coaching, but everyone has a very unique spouse, right? So everyone will have a very specific, no, I have this problem. No, I have that problem. But at a macro level, it is basically the relationship between the spouses. So the macro level purpose is clear. That is, you want to take your relationship to the next level. Either there is a problem or there is a goal. If there is a problem, you have to find a solution to the relationship issue. If there is a goal, that is, okay, I'm okay right now, but I want to excel. I want to really flourish in my relationship with the spouse. So that is also can be a goal. So there is a macro level goal of enhancement in the couple relationship. But there is an individual goal. Each one will have a specific problem. No, I have actually this problem. I have the problem that my spouse is not respecting me. I have the problem that my spouse is not giving freedom to me, blah, blah, blah. So what you will do, you will tell your clients that is okay. I will take care of your individual issues as well as at a macro level. In a group coaching, you will get insights from so many people. So your learning and the awareness will be much higher. But at the same time, since you are having a specific issue, what I will do at start, I will take some individual sessions with you. Then you will be part of the group. And then finally, at the end of the program, again, I will have the individual sessions with you so that I will give you two benefits. I will not only address your problem or your goal, but also I will allow you to harness ideas and good points from the other people's ideas, right? So this is how you will communicate. You will start the program. First will be the individual, then will be the group. Within the group, you will design the sessions. right? So maybe you will start with behavioral intelligence disc. Okay, what is the behavioral profile of your spouse, right? So are you flexing your behavior? Are you accepting your spouse as it is? Like that, you will design some standard sessions. In a standard session, there will be interaction, there will be engagement, and there will be variety. But the session goal will be standard. So because you know the final goal is the relationship development. In a relationship development, emotional intelligence is needed, behavioral intelligence is needed, attachment theory is needed. So which you are going to learn, right? So in M5, you will learn that. So like that, there are some 4, 5, 6 common pointers. So you will design sessions on that. You will discuss within the group in a group coaching session. And finally, again, you will go for the individual session so that at a group level understanding, you will convert to the specific application to that particular person's life. Like in my session, I do, okay, this is the positive psychology, but what is the application for you, right? So for that also, there will be a session. This is the hybrid model.
Yeah, thank you.
And you will have many opportunities. For example, entrepreneurs, common issues. Entrepreneurs will have the issues either with the client acquisition or with the finance and profitability or with the operations management or with the team, that is people are leaving and there is a high turnover and blah, blah, blah. People are not taking ownership and accountability. So there are common 4, 5, 6 problems what small industry faces. You can design and develop programs on that hybrid coaching program, and entrepreneurs will love it. I know a coach. For the reason of confidentiality, I will not take the name of the coach. He is not even PCC coach. And his turnover per annum is 5 CR. And he only deals in group coaching programs, but for the entrepreneurs. Right. So there is a high potential, but you need to be creative, active, and you need to intelligently design the program. There are people who are having common issues and common problems. You can bring them together and give them a wonderful hybrid solution.
So, Hemalji, the first step to this would be to ensure that we find that common problem across a group,
Yes.
so that we can see how better we can build that group. And then
Common problem related to your specialization area, related to your strengths and domain expertise, that you are yet to learn, because this is an advanced session. I am advancing it, right? You are yet to understand your niche. So when I will take that particular session on the niche, which is in module 5, then I will take sessions in module 6 coaching business. Then you can connect the dots. Now you know that is okay. In my specialization, what can be the group coaching program I can develop? It depends on your specialization and your expertise, but you will get those ideas and you can discuss those ideas with me personally during those sessions. Everyone seems to be in a reflective mode. So just to break the silence, I request every one of you to reflect for a minute and talk. That is okay. What is your understanding from the today's session? And the sequence is Bala, Lynette, Vinita are the first 3 because I'm seeing them like that. Then Yatin, Leela, Deepak, Deepika, and then Bhaumik and Prasad. So Prasad is the last, right? So I want every one of you to tell me your takeaways from the today's session, because today we have addressed the 2 very important points, right? Positive psychology coaching as well as the group coaching, right? So whatever is come at top of your mind for your takeaway from the session, please shoot up to 1 minute. Start, Bala.
Okay. Positive psychology, appreciative inquiry. I think quite a lot of learning. In fact, I think something that we've been unconsciously doing it, in our corporate world and in our personal life as well. I think very important takeaways in terms of how do you leverage your strengths of your team members. Just don't bring them along all the time. Try to develop their strengths, and especially in a matrix organization that we are all in sometimes, it really helps to leverage their strengths and develop them into their careers. And very important that as leaders that we also look at developing our teams, not only developing yourself. I think there is a stage where you have to look back and step back and then ensure that your teams also develop themselves. I think they have to grow. Unless they grow, we don't grow. So that's something that we probably, positive psychology and appreciative inquiry will definitely play a very, very important role there. Personal life, of course, I think appreciating people around you and, not to antagonize people very easily is also very important. I think this plays a very important part. As far as the coaching models were concerned, I think, the model was a very great insight. In fact, we get to know that the individual coaching is not going to be so easy to go into. So I think group coaching is something that we really have to explore. And what could be some of those areas that we have to look at is something that, good reflective session. Thank you so much, Hemant.
Yeah. Thank you, Bala. Lynette, you have to unmute. Lynette is under training. Yes. Yeah.
Well, I would like to start with thank you once again for a very nice session. And I think today's session was so good, and it's such a beautiful way to start the morning with positive insights, and to have such wonderful people and such good people with so much of knowledge. And I think there's lots to learn from this group as well as from you. And I think yesterday was a wonderful session, and today also I learned on positive psychology. We don't realize how much things are there around us. And I think I do follow a bit, but I am really grateful for everything that I'm blessed with. And this session and this coaching, I'm sure will get me into a structure which I was looking out for, because I'm looking at full-time coaching. And I think I really feel that, I feel the connect with last 2 or 3 sessions that I've had. I've really enjoyed my time learning, because it's an ongoing process, right? The more you learn, the more younger you get, and the more intelligent you become, and it keeps you active, it keeps you alive. I think it's really beautiful to be part of such wonderful people. And I thank each one of you. I don't know whether I will be able to meet you in the next session, because I'm still learning. And I just want to say thank you to each one for sharing your experiences in today's class, especially the mud and water thing that I actually told Prasad that it was a wonderful, a little story that you said about. I think these small stories and these small experiences stay with you for life. And whenever I think use it again, with your permission, I will always think about you. So thank you today for today's session. And I also want to say that I'm also a very big fan of group sessions. And in the future, I would love to do a lot of group sessions. And I didn't know about the hybrid session at all. So thank you for sharing that. It was extremely informative. And I think I've taken a lot from today's session. Plus, I feel more positive today at the start of the day when you're so active, and especially I think it's more early for you guys. So looking at your energy levels, it's amazing. So thank you of each one of you. And if we meet again in the future, I hope we meet again in the future. But this is just my beginning of the journey, and I know you all will finish much earlier. So all the best to each one of you.
Thanks, Vinit. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you, Lynette, for all that, beautiful words for all of us. I think, 2 months down the line, even I don't know whether we'll meet this group, but thanks for all the wishes. For me, I think beautiful topics, positive psychology, and, talking about the coaching models. So it's really nice to start your day with the term positive, isn't it? So yeah, so it's been a great discussion and wonderful to hear different perspectives. But what I am going to do with this learning is very professionally, okay? So there are few things that I'm currently working on in my professional world, and there are few team members or few employees with whom I might have to have conversation. Can I apply this positive psychology? I think appreciative inquiry in this manner, in this detail, I wouldn't have applied earlier. You know, the 4D or the 5D methodology is something that I probably wouldn't have applied in the past. But going forward, you know, in my current situation, I'm planning to do that. You know, so that's probably my takeaway. And the coaching models, again, I was thinking for the same situation, is there a way that I can have this particular learning of cohort and apply it with a set of individuals who are going through difficult phase in their career? You know, so being an HR professional, I get to see these things, you know, in multiple phases. So that's my takeaway.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yes, Yatin.
Thank you. I think positive psychology, we talked about it as kind of backbone of the whole coaching conversation. Hybrid model, I think I was just trying to look at the application point of it. It is really, really useful. You know, most of our time in the organizations is wasted to bring everybody together. And I'm just trying to do something quickly. How can we utilize this inside our organizations? And I honestly like the terminology. I've noted it specifically, you know, from a cluster of individuals versus team. I think we quote team everywhere, but you know, making a team is a real big challenge in today's world. And when you have a lot of projects, high visibility, high priority tasks and projects which are mandatory to be executed in a defined period of time, it is very important to have you know, something like this should definitely work. And yeah, I think that is my takeaway for today.
Good. Thank you, Yatin, and take care.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, Leela.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Yeah, I was also looking at the hybrid model. Yes, I have learned a lot about the various types and the 4D or the 5D. The videos are very informative. I was thinking right now in March and April is the appraisal time for us in the organization. And what we are going to get is a lot of, you know, we are going to receive a lot of appraisals in the term like, especially the coaching needs of those who are not performing well. And I was thinking, as an organization, we do have the infrastructure in terms of the LMS, in terms of the communication platforms and all that. So how can I leverage this and do a better job? Because ours is spread across the network. It's a very, very global team. So what are some of the things? How can I actually design something towards a hybrid / a group coaching model? What are the kind of I mean, the objective, you know, how should I go about with the objective? So those were some of the initial thoughts that were crossing my mind. Yeah. And again, I would like to go back and say that positive, the opposite of positive is not negative.
Correct.
It's opposite is, you know, how can you deliver feedback or how can you coach somebody respectfully and leveraging their strengths? I think that is what is very, very important for all of us. You know, it could be managers, it could be individual contributors, whoever it is. How can we do it with a lot more respect and gain their trust when we are coaching them? Yeah. Back to you. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. Yes, Deepak.
Hi, MLG. Hi, all. For me, the concept of positive psychology was important on the basis that being a Scrum Master and an Agile coach, I have to work on with the teams on a bi-weekly basis where we have to do retrospective of how the team performed and what is that they want to improve. So the concept of appreciative inquiry and positive psychology is something that I am taking back, where I would ask them to concentrate more on what they did good rather than where they have to improve. So as and when we concentrate on what they did good and how we can make it better, the concept of fixing something that they didn't do better would automatically fall into place. And I don't have to talk much about that, or I'm planning not to even allow them to talk much on what needs to be fixed, rather than what went better and how they can do it even more, is something that I have taken from the positive psychology. And with respect to the group coaching model, again, it is something being at a hybrid level now. This is something that I would take it to the team, where we can see as to how we can apply first by talking to the individual team members as to what are the difficulties or obstacles that they face as a group in the professional setup, and see what are all the commonalities between that, and then try to address them as a group, so that for me, I don't have to spend much time and energy to each and every individual, but rather as a group. So I think these are the things that is going to help me a lot. Thank you.
Perfect, Deepak. Thanks. Yes, Deepika?
Sure. So I'll try to summarize quickly. So first of all, relate very much to what Leela and Deepak both said, because for me, the immediate application would be what I can do in my HR capacity right now, what I can take back and start implementing from today. So I think I'll talk about 2-3 pointers that you mentioned, which really stood out for me. So I think first you mentioned something about the neuro angle, where you start or you get someone to think about some positive aspect. They have the energy boost to actually listen to you more effectively. And that's something I can actually start applying from today. So I'm definitely going to use that. That's one. Second, the structure of the 5 Ds that you mentioned was very interesting to me in terms of appreciative inquiry, right? How do you begin a conversation? And again, when I am being an HR professional, of course, I meet with a lot of people in a day. So I can actually start implementing that right from each of my conversations today. And of course, Code App is something that you mentioned, which is, of course, upcoming in my learning journey. So I'll look forward to that. I think the last takeaway in terms of group coaching was a very interesting perspective that you gave in terms of how it's different from a typical training. Because that was the first question that entered my mind the moment you flashed the group coaching slide, that, if it's a one-to-many thing, then what's the difference between a training and a coaching? So I think that perspective difference was very, very interesting to me. So these 4-5 pointers are something I can start implementing right away in my current profession.
Good, Deepika. Thanks. Yes, Bhumik?
So this has been my first experience and I've enjoyed it. Thank you, everyone who got me here. A lot of valuable stuff shared by people. Something that I'm getting, Vinita shared earlier, that there's a lot of structure to reflect upon. And yes, I can see that there is a lot of structure to this work. And surely I will be reflecting upon it. But what I've decided for myself immediately is to pick an area today itself and see how I can apply appreciative inquiry to that area and see what what comes up for me. So I'm still not a part of this structure, but I'm already inspired to take on a few things and start practicing them straight away. So thank you for having me with you, and I've really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhumik. Yes, Prasad. So the last but not the least, the best is at the end. Yes.
Yesterday I failed doesn't mean that I'll fail today. Yesterday I was successful doesn't guarantee success today. So today is a fresh day. Have a wonderful day. So this is the crux of positive psychology. So today is the moment, be in the moment. So basically, as you said rightly, Hemantji, positive psychology is transformative. If it is not bringing the transformation, you are going back again, then the coaching is empty. So this point really struck me today. Coaching, positive psychology is one pillar that helps you to do the transformation. But we as coaches are not irresponsible, or we don't need to take the pressure. And that also I heard from you today once again. So that actually gives me a lot of freedom. Otherwise, we as fresh coaches get stuck that, the result is our problem. The result is coach's problem.
Yeah.
And the group coaching, yes, there are so many problems, as Vinita has been saying, Leela has been mentioning, and others have been mentioning. Particularly the midlife crisis is one, I think, I would like to take it up as one activity for a group coaching. Or, how do you make yourself move from good to great? So that could be another thing that, and of course, my favorite spiritual topics are there. So I'll just think about which of these will be more interesting and also a little bit commercially viable. So thank you very much, Deepagi, for the very wonderful insights. And this group, is really, really vibrant. Everyone really coming out with a lot of positivity. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend too. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.